About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
40. 47's the mic. 54, South. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
That's a gain of 7.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Let's go. Let's get this. Hey, Tuesday.
Here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
11.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On second and goal, Ryan, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Breeze going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Ready.
Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now, Breeze again. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints first down.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Blue draw quarter.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board for what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 26. 5-9.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Switch gears, switch gears. You kill. 59 Mike. Check. 59. 61. Matchbox lights. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Alert flare. Easy, opposite.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 95-56. You kill. Switch. Kill. Over.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. And sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They can't hang with us. Gun. Go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and this was truly